Hey everyone, welcome into the Arena Gaming News Morning Show for Friday, January 13th, 2023. Friday the 13th edition. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleman Gaming, who does not have his Jason mask on. He just has the axe. Yeah.
Well, I got the axe because you never know. Jason could be coming anytime.
Do you have a Jason mask? Put it on, Burley. Put it on.
My mother does actually have one.
Well, your mom has one. Why don't you have it with you? Come on, man.
You don't fuck with Jason, man.
All right. So anyway, we got a great show for you on this edition of the morning show. Obviously, Ubisoft. We talked about Ubisoft in yesterday's edition. Their stock price is like tanking. We're going to talk about that. Dead Space. They're getting New Game Plus. We're going to talk about that, as well as the DICE, baby. The DICE Awards nominees have been revealed for the 26th Annual DICE Awards. We're going to talk about them later on. So anyway, Burley, what are you up to in streaming this coming weekend or gaming?
Well, streaming Sunday will be Mario Kart. Be back to that. So far, the new internet's been good, so keep continuing with that. Because last year I found out in the few months I did stream Mario Kart, I was the top 2% on Twitch on that.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Let's see if I can get to the top 1% on that. And good morning in the chat, Dark Fairy.
Hey, Dark Fairy, welcome on in. Yeah, happy Friday the 13th to you. So, yeah, hopefully Burley does not come chasing you with his Jason mask. I'm just kidding, Dark Fairy. So anyway, that's just expats, usual dark humor. So anyway, for me, I'm gonna continue with the Plague Tale Requiem. So yeah, doing that, and I'm really looking forward to the Last of Us series that starts on Sunday. I've just been thinking about cordyceps, and I've been thinking about clickers and bloaters and all that fun stuff. Can't wait to check those out on the TV show. I don't know if we're going to get them in the first episode, but we
might get a clicker. You ain't going to get a bloater, I don't think.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I think they're going to save that for later, but yeah, it's going to be intense.
Says happy Friday to us. So.
Yeah, happy Friday, Dark Fairy. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to get a bloater either on the first episode, but I mean, it's going to be intense. I mean, I'm not looking forward to the first 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so, because those of you that have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. So, and obviously that's coming. So I'm not going to say, because there might be some people that come by that haven't seen it or played the game. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that, Burley. All right, so we're going to get into the news stories right after this, so stay tuned. All right, Ubisoft share price drops $13.79, I should say, hitting a 7-year low, Burley. 7-year low. Ooh. Now, there's rumors going around, and obviously we usually don't talk about rumors here on our shows, but I just want to say that there could be a chance now that there's going to be some announcement at the Xbox Developer Direct for some kind of deal with Ubisoft. Whether or not more Ubisoft titles are going to come to Game Pass, or more likely that maybe if you have the premium, or the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you might possibly be able to get a AAA Ubisoft game day one. I don't know, but we shall see. But that's been floating around. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get to the story here. Ubisoft recently shared its updated financial targets for 2022-2023 and targets for 2023-2024, announcing $200 million in cost reduction and canceling 3 unannounced titles. A large unannounced premium game is launching in 2023-2024, along with Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, which Burley is very much looking forward to, and Skull and Bones, which has been delayed again. However, U.S. listed shares on Dow Jones dropped by 13.79% to $4.39 per share. So what do you think, Burley? Is this the beginning of the end for Ubisoft?
It's not the beginning of the end. They are gonna have to start changing. They're not doing well. Like, this is not a surprising that they dropped this much. Their last couple of games have not been hits. And with their next big release, Skull and Bones, which we've all kind of been, is this really going to do well? They keep kicking the can down the road because they need this game to be a hit. But we're all a little thinking, like, is this really going to be a hit?
Yeah,
they're not in a good position.
Yeah.
Because everything people really want, their remakes that they've been doing, they have in development the Splinter Cell remake as well as the Sands of Time.
Yeah.
Those, we have no idea. They just canceled 3 other projects.
Yeah.
Like, they've got way too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to make way too big of stuff. They need to, like I said yesterday, go smaller. Make some small digital download games that are on the cheap. Get them in and give, like, a new Rayman.
Yeah, that's what we talked about yesterday. I mean, Rayman would be, something that would probably boost sales for them. That's something that they've neglected for way too long. Burley, I have a question for you, though. What do you think, since you're out there in Canada, how is this going to affect the Canadian Ubisoft studios, like Ubisoft Montreal, for example?
I think it's going to affect them quite a bit because it's like the economy here in Canada isn't good. We're in a recession.
Yeah.
And if it dropped this amount, I'm sure there's going to be some jobs that are going to be going. Unfortunately, like, I don't like seeing it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the upper tier management that's wanting them and pushing all these things and all these games.
Yeah.
It's going to be the lower end workers. So unfortunately, there's going to be some layoffs at Ubisoft Montreal, Ubisoft Toronto, and some of the other Ubisoft studios in Canada and in the US and all over the world.
Right.
It's sad, but it's just going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like we were reporting yesterday, I mean, there were already some layoffs at the San Francisco Ubisoft, unfortunately. So my neck of the woods there, unfortunately. But, all right. So next up, we're going to talk about Dead Space, my favorite survival horror game of all time. Obviously, the remake is coming, and New Game Plus is coming for it. So after Burley flies the drone, we're going to get to that right after this. So stay tuned. Oh, I love this picture. Such a great picture. Poor Isaac. Isaac, you're not alone. I love that game. I mean, just going around there. Isaac, you're not alone. Shoot the limbs. Dead Space remake features New Game Plus. Developer confirms. So this is from Gaming Bolt. So I'm going to read a little bit of it for you here. It's not difficult to understand the popularity of New Game Plus modes, especially for those who like to replay games for completionist reasons or to hunt down trophies and achievements. And we talked about that yesterday in the morning show, trophies and achievements. And some people out there think that they're not good for gamers. And we're going to probably be discussing that a little bit. And we're going to be discussing that a little bit more on the weekly episode of the Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, so even so, as common as they are, New Game Plus modes are still far from guaranteed to be featured in games, especially at launch. Thankfully, it seems like the upcoming Dead Space remake isn't going to disappoint on that front. So, speaking with Inverse, Motive Studios' Joe Barry, senior writer on Dead Space, has confirmed that the remake will indeed feature a New Game Plus mode, just as the original did. Barry didn't give details on what the mode will entail exactly, but did say that players will, quote, definitely benefit from going through the USG Ishimura a second time, end quote. The New Game Plus mode presumably will allow players to begin new saves of the game after having finished it once and carry over all of their in-game progress in terms of upgrades and progression. And hopefully all the money that they accumulated to buy new equipment and more ammunition. Yeah. But it remains to be seen whether it will come with any additional bells and whistles that we may not have seen in the original. So, meanwhile, it's also been confirmed that unlike the original Dead Space, the remake's in-game map will be presented in 2D rather than 3D. Dead Space launches on January 27th for PS5, Xbox Series X, Series S, and PC. Burley, you had some things to talk about with pertaining to New Game Plus. Go for it.
Yes, it's nice to see that this is going to have this and have this at launch. They're not saying, oh, post-launch. Because a new thing lately has been coming. A lot of these games, you're waiting a couple months after the game comes out to do New Game Plus. God of War did this. I believe Callisto did this. What was the other big... Horizon Forbidden West didn't launch with New Game Plus. Right. Like, this is a new trend that I'm kind of getting tired of. Hey, we can't just do New Game Plus. No, you need to do this day one. This needs to be on the disc, on the digital download day one.
Well, Burley, why are they not just implementing New Game Plus when they start development on the game?
Well, it should be when they're developing the game, but they should be getting this ready. But I don't know why this is a new thing. They seem to... I think this is honestly the industry just testing. They're using New Game Plus because it's such an easier thing to hold back and say, what can we not have to have at launch on release? And this is a trend I'm not liking in gaming. Because if it's on the dang box or it's advertised it's going to have this, it should have this on release. Like, I am still upset with, I'm going to bring back the game I always beat the crap out of, Halo Infinite. On the back of the box. If you bought that game, it teased online co-op and all that stuff. Couch co-op. Not in the game. They canceled some of that. So it's like that's not right.
Yeah, I mean, the developers might also have in the back of their mind too when they're developing the game before they think about implementing a New Game Plus. Well, a lot of these players, they might only play this game once because there's so many games out there and they're not going to spend a lot of time playing the game over and over again, you know. So they probably think that this isn't really a priority to put New Game Plus or implement New Game Plus at the very beginning, because there's a lot of people, they play the game and then they jump to the next game. So I don't know what their philosophy there is, you know, with the developers there on the remake of Dead Space, but yeah, at least it's going to be in there, and that's a good thing for those of you that like to play New Game Plus modes.
Yeah, no, I get it from where you're coming from, but it's still, that's just laziness to me.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you should have everything at release. The only thing, like, it's one thing coming, like, what's a good example? Like Ghost, where they added the multiplayer mode for free and they added that update later on. Because that was something none of us saw coming, and it was just a cool, neat add-on for Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, what I would really like to do is I would love to have some developers come on our show and discuss the steps and the process that it takes to implement New Game Pluses into these games, because maybe it's something in the coding or something that you know, they really need to fine tune and it takes a lot of time. I don't know. So hopefully in the future we can have some, like a developer come on and explain to us the process of implementing New Game Plus into the games. And so, yeah. Anyway, but excited for the Dead Space remake. I'm probably not going to be playing it because I've already played Dead Space like 3 times. So.
Oh, you're gonna wait? Yeah, like
I'm gonna wait.
I'm getting near the end of Callisto,
right? And I finished Callisto, so yeah. I mean, it's.
Well, Dead Space, I'm just waiting to hear from other people, because that is one of those next gen games. That's $100 here, and for these survival games, it's I gotta pick and choose. That I just bought a couple games that I've got already coming this month that are gonna eat my time.
Yeah, there you go. So
if Dead Space comes out well and it's just like the original, but they've updated it, I will eventually pick it up.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of, do I want to spend this first couple 3 to 4 months of this year is packed with games.
Yeah,
it's like Dead Space. I don't know if I want to jump right in and be like, $100, please. I want to get out.
I mean, what I would do, Burley, I would just play the original. I mean, even though it's a little dated now, it's still a great game, though. Just play that first, and then later on, you know, if you want to go back to it again, then pick up the remake, because then it won't be 100. It'll drop in price significantly.
I agree. And they're on Game Pass. Like I played them in October, the 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, because it's
really enjoyed them.
It's like the EA. Yeah, so
EA Play.
Yep. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about the DICE Awards. So the DICE Awards nominees were announced. So we're going to get to that right after this. So stay tuned. So the 26th annual DICE Awards nominees were revealed, so I'm going to discuss them, and Burley will probably give his reactions to them as well. And we're going to be talking about this on the podcast on the weekend as well. So this is from IGN, and good old Kratos. DICE? What is DICE?
Boy, what is DICE? This DICE you speak of.
What is DICE? All right. Okay, so the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, AIAS, has announced its nominees for the 26th DICE Awards, with Santa Monica Studios' God of War Ragnarok leading the pack with 12 nominations, hence the thumbnail. The annual video game award recognizes the best games of the year as chosen by the members of the AIAS, and the winners are chosen at the annual awards show hosted in Las Vegas. This year's event will be hosted on February 23rd on IGN. This year's awards will be co-hosted by Kinda Funny's Greg Miller. It's like, I think he's done almost every single DICE Awards.
He's done a lot of them.
He's done a lot of them, at least for the last 7 or 8 years, I think.
Yeah.
And for the first time, IGN's own Stella Chung, with IGN as the official media partner of the event. So, with that said, I'll just read some of them off for you. And, I guess Burley and I will give our, prediction of who's going to win. Outstanding Achievement in Animation. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. Moss, Book 2. I don't know, Burley. Animation in Elden Ring. I just me personally, I think Horizon Forbidden West. But
you and I are on the same agreement. Horizon for the animation.
Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction. So Art Direction. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Callisto Protocol. With that one, Art Direction, probably Ragnarok. What do you think?
I'm gonna go Horizon.
Horizon again. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you in the chat,
Love
let us know. Let us know what you think of some of what we're talking about here, these nominations. So, next up is let's see. I'm going to skip some of these. Music composition, outstanding achievement in audio design. So let's get to story. Outstanding achievement in story: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, Immortality, Norco. You know what? I'm going to go with Immortality on this one. I heard a lot of good things about this game, especially the story. So that could be a sleeper here. What do you think, Burley?
I gotta go Immortality. I've yet to. I don't know a lot of, so I can't really vote for it.
Okay.
For the one that I know the most on, God of War.
Okay. Yeah, which will probably win, but we shall see. Outstanding technical.
If Elden wins on it, I punch a wall.
No, you have to wear the Jason mask for a month.
No.
Outstanding technical achievement: A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. Teardown. Technical achievement, Burley. I don't know. I think Elden Ring's going to win that one.
It'll probably win it, but I'd like to see Horizon, because you see how much they took, like the updated from the original Horizon to Forbidden West.
Yeah,
it is like night and freaking day, especially if you're playing the PS5 version. I must say, if you're playing that PS5 version, you really notice the difference.
Yeah. Action game of the year: Bayonetta 3, Grounded, Neon White, Sifu, Vampire Survivors. What do you think?
It'll go to Bayonetta, but I'd love to see Sifu win.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say Bayonetta as well. I mean, it won the Game Awards, so yeah. Adventure game of the year: God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Norco, Stray, Tunic. What do you think?
I'm gonna go.
Game of the year. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Tunic.
Tunic. Okay. I'm gonna go Horizon Forbidden West, but most likely God of War Ragnarok's gonna win that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Family game of the year: Disney Dreamlight Valley, Kirby's Dream Buffet, Lost in Play, Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, Trombone Champ.
I could see Disney sweeping this, because this game I've heard nothing but positivity on.
Yeah.
Disney game.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd probably say that too. Or a dark horse could be the Kirby game, Kirby's Dreamlight Buffet, or Dream Buffet. But yeah, probably Disney. Fighting game of the year: JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, Multiverses, Rumbleverse, Spider Heck, The King of Fighters 15.
Multiverses.
Yeah, Multiverses. I agree. Racing game of the year: F1 22, Gran Turismo 7, Need for Speed Unbound. I'm probably going to say Gran Turismo 7, only because it's probably the newest of those three.
Yeah, I'd agree on that.
Role-playing game of the year: Role-playing: Citizen Sleeper, Elden Ring, Weird West, World of Warcraft Dragonflight, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Elden's gonna win it.
Elden? Yeah. Most likely. Yeah. Next up, sports game of the year: EA Sports FIFA 23. We know one of our frequent viewers and listeners, Fubu.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna pick FIFA, most likely. Mario Strikers Battle League, MLB The Show 2022, NBA 2K23, Ollie Ollie World.
You know what? I'm surprised no Madden.
No Madden. Yeah.
I'm gonna go different. I'm gonna go The Show.
MLB The Show. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna go NBA 2K23. Of course, I'm a basketball guy, so yeah. Strategy simulation game of the year: Dwarf Fortress, Ixion, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Potion Craft, Alchemist Simulator, and Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. Maybe Warhammer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Warhammer as well.
Yeah. Immersive reality game of the year: Immersive, Cosmonius High, Moss Book 2, Red Matter 2, Tenecular, and The Last Clockwinder. just flip a coin on that one.
I'm gonna go Moss Book 2, because it's been in other categories.
Okay. Outstanding achievement for an independent game: Immortality, Neon White, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, Tunic, Vampire Survivors. I'll go with Immortality on that.
I'm gonna go Vampire Survivors. This is a game I've actually played. I've also played Shredder's Revenge and Tunic, but this game has been sweeping like storm, because it, especially for the low like a cheap cost. Like I bought the game on sale with the DLC, and it cost me only $5.
Okay.
And it's just such a great little. If you need a little time waster, but you can get a little enjoyment out of it, some good enjoyment out of it. Vampire Survivors is that.
Mobile game of the year: Diablo Immortal, Gibbon, Beyond the Trees. I knew you were gonna laugh at that. Immortality, Marvel Snap, and Point B. I'm gonna go Marvel Snap.
Yep, just like Thanos did.
Yep,
I snapped.
That's right. Yeah. Online game of the year: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, EA Sports FIFA 23, Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker, Marvel Snap, and Rumbleverse. Online, I think it's going to be Call of Duty.
I'm going to go Endwalker, Final Fantasy 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's been out for a while, though, man. I mean, yeah.
Well, that game's been out for years, but remember, with Endwalker, this was the DLC when this launched. They had to stop selling the game because it was so popular. They had to up their servers and everything for a while.
Yeah,
that's how crazy that game got.
Yeah. Outstanding achievement in game design: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Marvel Snap, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors. Game design. I'm gonna go Elden Ring. It's probably going to be Elden on that one.
It'll probably be Elden.
Yep.
But the one I would like to see win, Tunic.
Yeah.
It did some unique and different stuff with the whole, just like, because it is like a Legend of Zelda game, but it did some unique, different things that I really enjoyed.
Outstanding achievement in game direction. So game direction: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, Tunic. What do you think, Burley?
Elden will win it, but I'd love to see God of War win it.
Okay. Yeah, I think Elden's going to win it too. And then the Clinton boys are going to come up on stage at the DICE Awards. Did you see what? Did you hear what Greg Miller said? Like, on Twitter, like if that happened at the DICE Awards, hands are going up, or something like that, And then I kind of tweeted back saying, "No, you let the authorities take care of business." It's like don't be stupid and try to do something, and then maybe somebody pulls out a gun or something. Anyway, so, and finally, game of the year: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Vampire Survivors. Oh, come on, it's gonna win. It's gonna be Elden Ring.
I want God of War to win here.
Yeah, that would be great, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Elden Ring. So. Yep, so you can check out the winners when the 26th DICE Awards are live streamed from Las Vegas on IGN February 23rd. So, and of course, we will be bringing you, of course, our news on the winners. So stay tuned for that as well. Yeah. So yeah, good stuff. The DICE Awards. Yep. So, alrighty. So Burley, we got another, of course, episode of the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast coming up. We're going to be recording that tomorrow in video and audio formats. And our episode is going to be based on Persona. Yeah. The Persona series will thrive on Xbox. We're going to talk about how the Persona games have come to Xbox and how well they've been received and how well they're doing on the platform. So we're going to be discussing that. That's going to be our topic of the show. But we're going to be talking about other topics in the world of video games as well. So please stay tuned for that. So we'll be excited to bring that to you. So yeah. What do you think of Persona, Burley?
I really enjoy it. Like I've played a fair bit of Persona 5. Mm-hmm. It's just my only criticism with it is there's a little too much of the the whole sim stuff of just doing a lot of talking in between, getting between the next story beats. Mm-hmm. And that's my only criticism. But like I love Persona 5 soundtrack. Just like I know Royal adds a few tracks, but like dang, that is one killer soundtrack. I feel for Atlas when you make Persona 6 because you're gonna go against that soundtrack, and I don't know if you can top that or beat that.
Yeah.
to get on the same level of that soundtrack is going to be hard.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Arena Gaming News Morning Show. So we hope you enjoyed it. Of course, be sure to hit those like and subscribe and the notification bell for if you like the episode, and to get notified for when we drop new episodes of the morning show, as well as all the other content here on the Arena Productions. And we appreciate all of your support. So thank you so much. Yeah. So that's going to do it for us. So I've been your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley Burlerman Gaming. We hope to catch you in the next episode of the morning show next Monday. And of course, stay tuned for the Arena Multi-Platform Gaming News Podcast. We're going to be recording that tomorrow. That should be going up on Sunday, your time out there in the West. So look forward to that. All right. So, and I want to thank Dark Fairy and for coming in, and for all of you that are watching on video on demand. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. All right. Okay. So, Burley, take care. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, of course. So, have a great gaming weekend, you and everybody out there. So, hope to catch you in the next one. So, take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Out.